Article 410.24 of the National Electrical Code addresses receptacle outlets. It explicitly states that standard lampholders should not be used as receptacles for line taps, adapters, or for any purpose other than connecting standard lamps or portable luminaires. This means the practice of using lampholders as a power source for other devices is a violation of the National Electrical Code. This article prohibits the use of lampholders for purposes other than their intended design, which is for standard lamps or portable luminaires. The purpose is to prevent the misuse of lighting circuits for powering general use electrical devices. Article 410.24c further restricts the use of lamp holders based on their type and the power requirements of connected devices. Lamp holders of the medium-base type, which are commonly used for light bulbs, must not be used for attaching cords that supply portable luminaires exceeding 60 watts. The National Fire Protection Association Bulletin 91, published in 2017, offers further clarification on this matter. The bulletin specifically addresses the question of whether using a medium-base Edison adapter to convert a standard light bulb socket into a receptacle is permitted. The answer provided in the bulletin is a firm no. The bulletin reinforces the National Electrical Code stance that standard lampholders are intended solely for connecting standard lamps or portable luminaires and not for providing power to other devices. In summary, using screw-in adapters to convert lampholders to outlets is a violation of the National Electrical Code and poses a safety hazard. The National Electrical Code explicitly prohibits using standard lampholders as receptacles for line taps, adapters, or any other purpose besides connecting standard lamps or portable luminaires. The National Electrical Code further restricts the use of medium-base lampholders, prohibiting their use for powering devices exceeding 60 watts. The National Fire Protection Association Bulletin 91 reinforces this prohibition, stating that converting a standard light bulb socket into a receptacle using a medium-base Edison adapter is not permitted. These regulations are in place to ensure electrical safety and prevent the misuse of lighting circuits. Electrical systems are designed with specific load capacities and safety features. Using lampholders as outlets can overload the circuit, leading to overheating, fire hazards, and potential damage to electrical components. Overloading a circuit occurs when the total power demand from devices connected to the circuit exceeds the circuit's capacity. This can cause the circuit breaker to trip, interrupting the power supply. However, if the circuit breaker fails to trip, the excessive current can overheat the wiring, potentially igniting nearby combustible materials and causing a fire. Another concern is the potential for improper grounding. Many electrical devices require a proper ground connection to ensure safe operation and prevent electrical shock. Lampholders typically do not provide a ground connection, which can create a hazardous situation when used with devices that require grounding. When a device is not properly grounded, any fault current can flow through the user's body if they come into contact with the device, resulting in an electric shock. Additionally, using adapters and extension cords with lampholders can create loose connections, which can lead to arcing and overheating. Arcing occurs where electricity jumps across a gap in a circuit, generating intense heat that can ignite nearby materials. Loose connections can also increase the resistance in the circuit, causing the wires to overheat and potentially melt the insulation, leading to a short circuit or fire. Moreover, using lampholders as outlets can create a tripping hazard due to the placement of cords and adapters. Cords running across walkways or doorways can create a tripping hazard, increasing the risk of falls and injuries. It is important to address the underlying issue of insufficient outlets by installing additional receptacles. Qualified electricians can assess the electrical needs of a space and install new outlets that meet the required safety standards. These installations typically involve running new wiring from the electrical panel to the desired location, ensuring adequate circuit capacity and proper grounding. Furthermore, it is crucial to use electrical devices and appliances that are appropriately rated for the electrical system. Using devices with higher power requirements than the circuit can handle can overload the circuit and create a safety hazard. Always check the device's wattage or amperage rating and compare it to the circuit's capacity before plugging it in. Regular electrical inspections can help identify potential hazards and ensure that the electrical system is functioning safely. Qualified electrical inspectors can assess the condition of wiring, outlets, and other electrical components, identifying any issues that need to be addressed. They can also provide recommendations for improving electrical safety and compliance with the National Electrical Code. The National Electrical Code is a comprehensive set of standards for electrical installations and safety. It is updated regularly to reflect new technologies and best practices. Compliance with the National Electrical Code is essential to ensure the safety of electrical systems and prevent electrical hazards. Therefore, it is against code to use lampholders as a source of power for other devices, such as motorized garage door openers, as per Article 410.24a. According to Article 410.24c, lamp holders of the medium base type shall not be used for attachment of cords supplying portable luminaires that exceed 60 watts. The National Fire Protection Association Bulletin 91 is a companion document to the National Electrical Code that provides clarifications and interpretations. The question is the use of a medium base Edison adapter to convert a standard light bulb socket into a receptacle permitted? The answer is no. This practice is not permitted by the National Electrical Code. Standard lampholders are intended to connect standard lamps or portable luminaires and not to provide power for other devices. Therefore, based on the National Electrical Code and National Fire Protection Association Bulletin 91, it is not permitted to use screw-in adapters to convert lampholders to outlets. This practice is considered a violation of the National Electrical Code and poses a safety hazard. It is essential to understand the reasons behind these regulations. The intent is to prevent overloading circuits, which could lead to overheating and potential fires. Lampholders and their associated wiring are typically designed for low wattage lighting, not for the higher power demands of appliances or power tools. Furthermore, the connections in lampholders are not as robust as those in standard electrical outlets, increasing the risk of loose connections and arcing. The use of 3 to 2-prong adapters to circumvent grounding requirements further exacerbates the safety risks. Grounding provides a safe path for fault current to return to the source, tripping a circuit breaker and preventing electrical shock. Removing the ground connection eliminates the safety mechanism. When an appliance or device with a 3-prong plug is connected to a 2-prong outlet using an adapter, the grounding protection is lost. This means that if a fault occurs within the device, the metal parts of the device could become energized, posing a significant risk of electric shock. It's also vital to consider the cumulative effect of multiple adapters and extension cords. Each connection point introduces resistance, which can lead to voltage drop and heat buildup. This can damage equipment and create a fire hazard. The National Electrical Code provides specific guidelines on the proper use of extension cords, including limitations on length and gauge, to minimize these risks. Instead of relying on lampholder adapters, it is recommended to install additional electrical outlets. This should be done by a qualified electrician who can assess the electrical load requirements and ensure that the wiring and circuit breaker are properly sized. The electrician will also ensure that the new outlets are properly grounded, providing a safe and reliable power source. Consider the long-term costs and benefits of investing in proper electrical infrastructure. While adapters may seem like a quick and inexpensive solution, they can lead to costly repairs and potential safety hazards down the road. Properly installed outlets provide a safe and convenient power source for all your electrical needs. When assessing the electrical needs of a space, consider the types of devices that will be used and their power requirements. This will help determine the number and location of outlets needed to safely and efficiently power all equipment. Also consider future needs. Installing additional outlets now can prevent the need for adapters and extension cords later on. Regularly inspect electrical cords and outlets for signs of damage. Replace any damaged cords or outlets immediately. Do not overload outlets or extension cords. Only plug in devices that are rated for the circuit's capacity. Use surge protectors to protect sensitive electronic equipment from power surges. Power surges can damage or destroy electronic devices. Surge protectors help to absorb excess voltage, preventing it from reaching the equipment. Install ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, in areas where water is present, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor locations. GFCIs are designed to detect ground faults and quickly interrupt the power supply, preventing electric shock. If you are unsure about any aspect of electrical safety, consult with a qualified electrician. They can provide expert advice and ensure that your electrical system is safe and compliant with the National Electrical Code. Remember, electricity is a powerful force that can be dangerous if not handled properly. By following these safety guidelines, you can protect yourself and your property from electrical hazards. This discussion highlights the importance of adhering to electrical codes and regulations to ensure safety. Using Lampholder adapters as a substitute for proper electrical outlets is not only a violation of the National Electrical Code but also a potential safety hazard. It is crucial to prioritize electrical safety by installing additional outlets and consulting with qualified electricians when necessary.